pure class. So picture this, it's 1874, La Côte-de-Fer. It's a small village in the Swiss Ural Mountains. It's over 1,000 meters of altitude. Winters, harsh in the region as they always are, increase the insulation of this village. This is where George Edward Piaget laid the groundwork for what would later become an imitable signature of a fine watchmaking and jewelry. He was just 19 in AD 74, and then he set up his first workshop on the family farm, where he devoted himself to the manufacture of components and high precision movements. His motto was, always do better than necessary, and that's what created his success. His reputation began to radiate well beyond the pastures of his village, and soon he would be supplying components and movements to the most prestigious watch brands in Switzerland. In 1957, Piaget came out with the caliber 9P. This was ultra thin, the first of its kind, 2mm hand-wound mechanical movement. Then, in 1960s, Piaget watchmakers developed the caliber 12P, the thinnest automatic movement in the world. It was thick 2.3mm micro rotor. These movements allowed Piaget to establish itself as the brand for elegant man's watches. So this Perpetual calendar from the early 90s, with its automatic movement and day, date, month, and moon phase subdials, is more complex than the time-only designs for which the brand was known, and this in fact represents the missing link between the sleek time-only watches Piaget used to produce in the 20th century and the high complication watches they make today. When you compare Piaget to Vacheron Breguet Patek AP, it's relatively young company, but early in the days they carved a niche for itself, and they do continue to make watches today and continue to refine its watchmaking, and nowadays their collection includes some high complications, perpetual calendars, skeletonized tourbillons, but that wasn't always the case. This watch, this 33mm 18-karat yellow gold perpetual calendar with a day, date, month, and moon phase subdials, it represents the missing link, the step between the early Piaget's ultra-thin, non-complicated watches and the watches it currently develops. When this reference was made, it was part of the Governor collection. It also included a chronograph, automatic chronometer, Grande and Petite Sonnerie, and those are all higher level complications than the company was previously known for, and those sonneries can fetch 6 figures at auctions, but other Governor models like this one are relatively forgotten and affordable as well for the level of complication. So let's move on to the watch. It's not often that you come across automatic triple calendar from Piaget, but here we are, and it's not often for me especially. And this watch was produced from the 1990s, early 90s, some say even 80s, and this was Piaget's heyday of super thin advanced movement. But this small but powerful triple calendar has everything you want in a dressier watch: proportional case, well balanced and easy to redial, and a strong automatic movement. We love this Piaget, and so should you. So that's what Hodinkee wrote on their ad when they were selling one on their website, on Hodinkee shop. So it is well proportioned, balanced, and easy to redial. It is well proportioned, but I think it's a bit small. This is Piaget's triple calendar. Some say perpetual, some say triple. Watchbox says a perpetual. Christie's auction. Houdinki doesn't mention it, so it's a reference 1595 8. It's from the early 90s, and the watch comes in 33 millimeter diameter, which is extremely small, even for my wrist. And it's 8 millimeter thick. It's very, very elegant and very small, but I do enjoy wearing it. It's winter time, under the cuff, under the sweater, works for me. I don't know why it was. Is it because of this recessed bezel? But this watch works for me. And when the other time comes, my significant other will definitely enjoy it. It is 18 karat yellow gold, and the watch is powered by Piaget automatic movement 8532P, and it's very, very, very elegant. Log width is 18 millimeter, of course, sapphire case, and I have it here. You can see all of its core. It's 18 karat gold. I'm looking for on different band options, something more alligator, crocodile, more glad dressier, but I enjoy it on this one as well. The watch is very complicated. The only thing is missing is a chronograph. I'll be always sad. It's only thing is missing is a chronograph, but it has a month on the top. It has day of the week. It has a calendar month of the month, and it has a moon phase. And I had it set it up. This watch has no pushers on the sides to advance it and to set it all up. Instead, everything, it's very easy. I thought this will be a nightmare to set, but it's not. You have a first and second position of the crown, and on the first position, that's where you get the most of the things done. You just turn the crown clockwise and anti-clockwise, and you set it very easily. I'm not gonna show you how, because I skipped 1 month and I had to go all over the year now, and I'm not gonna do it now. I love it. This watch is interesting to me, and like I said, being 33 mils, it's a bargain in today's market, and this watch is definitely valuable to me. I enjoy wearing it, even though it's small. And sometimes I will wear my 44 mil Breitling, sometimes I will wear 33 mil Piaget, and back in the days, I thought this will not be suitable for my wrist, because under 35 mils vintage omegas and watches like that, it's not gonna work for my wrist. However, it works, and I'm very, very happy with it. And this was my little video of me showing you my beautiful little Piaget. And from now on, EDC Gunner is a Piaget collector. And taking a look at the history, Piaget, it's very fascinating, and I do love it. Every time I look at it, every time I wear it, it will remind me to always do better than necessary. Pure class.